Oh my god, is he just doing like all of these videos just back to back to back? Yes! Yes I am! I'm having fun! Damn it, let me have my fun. Hello everybody and welcome to the third episode of me talking about my games. That's basically what it evolves down to. I'll give a rating if I remember to give a rating. Most of the time though, I'm just talking about the game and my experience with the game and whether or not I like the game. Yep, let's move into it. Wii Fit. Nope. We got the pad, we got like the foot pad for it, but it broke like almost immediately. And it just... no. I think we played it for like 10 minutes. Dragon Age 2! I got this because a few years ago I dog sat for my sister, and she loves Dragon Age 1, Dragon Age Origins. She got all the DLC for Dragon Age. She really, really loved Dragon Age, and so she was really excited for Dragon Age 2, and she hated it. At first. She sort of softened into it now, but at first, she hated it. And I could never get into the first one. I have the first one here. And here's the thing. I really like the beginning bit of Dragon Age. I don't like the middle bit. And to be perfectly honest, I could never stand the ending. Like any of the endings you get. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, the argument I always give is that in this game, a normal story experience, even a sad story, has ups and downs. You have, you're up to the status quo, and then you have the dilemma, and then you have the climax, and then you have the resolution. Yeah? A roundabout? Not Dragon Age. As far as I could tell, you have the beginning bit, which gets you like here, and then it's just... it just goes really downhill, and it just keeps going. And every time you think it's about to start doing it up, it's never doing it up. It never goes up. It's always down. It's always depressing. It's always sad. And everybody dies. Everybody, always, every time. There's no good. There's no good in this game. There's no good in this game. The demons in this game are practically good compared to everybody else in this game. The demons are actually willing to negotiate. The demons are like, hey, we don't need to take your soul right now. You just do this little thing for me, and hey, you know what? You can just go. And that's the most reasonable of anyone that's in this game, is the frickin' demons. I find myself sympathizing with the frickin' succubi and the wrath demons and the sloth demon way more than I sympathize with anybody else in this frickin' game. Everybody's underhanded. Everybody's got an ulterior motive. Everybody's out to get you and get themselves a piece of whatever pie is left, but the pie is rotten and has worms in it. It's so sad. I can't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it at all. Ugh. So that's Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age 2, on the other hand, not only is the combat radically different, which is fine, I don't mind the hack and slash mix into what was, like, they took the this and they added a hack and slash to it, and I don't mind it. I actually kind of enjoy it, the simplification of it. It does sort of take out the sort of, like, horror Dungeons and Dragons sort of aspect that Origins had. Excuse me. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the politics. I actually really like that this is a game where in this game you go traveling all over an entire continent, but in this you stay in a single city. I gotta sneeze. And I like the evolving politics, and I like how you sort of like, you begin as sort of a refugee, and you sort of slowly meddle into things, and you get some money in, and you get friends in high places, and you can influence things with your friends in high places, and you can sort of evolve the city in unexpected ways, and things happen that sort of like, they don't have obvious ramifications, and in some cases they should have ramifications and they don't. But when they do, like, you can clearly see the chain that was completely forged by you throughout the course of the game to do it. And I find that a lot of fun. I find it very interesting. The big hang-up is that you go to different places in this one city, and they look the same. Really? If you're stuck in one city for the whole time, then places should begin looking familiar because you've been to them before, not because Forest A and Forest B are using the same forest map. Come on, you couldn't make 2 forest maps? It's not that hard. You made a whole continent in this one. And yeah, there were a few loops and like do-overs, but it wasn't one city-sized. Come on, that's so lazy. That's so lazy. So yeah, that's the big issue I have for Dragon Age 2, is that the map making is incredibly lazy. But the rest of it I thoroughly enjoy. So I'd probably give it like a B plus and an A minus. There's nothing inherently wrong with this. It's just, it drives me crazy, the pacing of the story. And this, I enjoy it a lot more, but it does have that one hang-up. So it's like, major problem, minor problem. So B plus, A minus. Does that make sense? I don't know. The ratings are arbitrary anyway. Pikmin! I actually traded in a GameCube copy for the Wii copy. And at first, I really wasn't happy about it because I knew the GameCube controls. And I was really good at the GameCube controls, and the Wii controls confused the crap out of me. It took a long time to sort of untrain myself and then retrain myself in Pikmin. But, I mean, it's Pikmin. It's gotten to the point where I can beat the game in 11 days. It's a ton of fun. I don't want to give it an A+, just because it technically is a timed game. It has a maximum... You start from the beginning of the game having only 30 days, or you die! And that puts some pressure on you. You have to get at least one part every single day, and actually you do have to get more than that if you want the good ending, because the final area you definitely can't beat in one day. So, once you've learned how to do it, you can do it really fast, but the first time you do it, you can sort of feel that pressure, and it might be kind of stressful for you, especially if you're a kid. But I'd still give this an A. It's really good, and it's just overflowing with charm, and I love the stuff. Pikmin 2, I love way more, though. Pikmin 2 I love to death. A+, perfect game, so good. This, an A. Rhythm Heaven Fever. It's not my game. It's actually my brother's. I can't play this for whatever reason. My brain, I guess, has like a half-second lag. I can't do even the easiest stuff in this game. For whatever reason, I just can't. So I give it a C+. I can't play it at all. It drives me nuts. I should be good at the game. I had 9 years of chorus. I know rhythm. I can hold rhythm. But I apparently can't hold rhythm at all. Whatever. Rayman Raving Rabids. It's a trashy party game. But, I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. The comedy is pretty okay. It's just, why'd they put Rayman in it? Why'd they put Rayman in it to begin with? This was such a bad idea from the get-go. I gotta give it a C+, just out of, like, just out of principle. What did you do to Rayman? Like, remember, this is the Rayman game that came after Rayman 3. What? Rayman 3 was so good, though. And then this is Rayman 4? You remember when oh god, Murphy. You remember when Murphy was like, see you in Rayman 4? And then this is what we got? Are you kidding me? Are you insane? Have you lost your minds? What? I gotta give it a C+, just out of the sheer principle of the thing, even though I actually do really enjoy this game. Because you insult me on a personal level with this game. And then they kept making them. Rayman Rabids TV. Why? Why though? Why? Ugh. I mean, at least they like improved the formula they created. It's actually more fun than Raving Rabids was. I actually really enjoy it. But why? I got some like crap on my cheek now. I guess something. I guess some ink is like going or something, or maybe it's just dust. But why though? Oh no, it's the shadow of my hair. No. I give Rayman Rabids TV a B- because it is an improvement of Raving Rabids, but it still insults me on a personal level for merely existing. Come here, you. Come here. The Simpsons Game. It's got really wonky controls, but it is actually really funny, and I actually do enjoy it a lot. I will admit, though, I only played it, and then I beat it, and then I never touched it again. So, probably gotta give this a B- as well. I think that's fair. B-, yeah. Super Paper Mario. I really like this game. Yes, it is a major departure from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and I do kind of wish that they kept on with that theme instead of doing this, and then departing from this even further to make really, really crappy DS games. In my opinion, crappy. I did not enjoy what I saw of them, and I did not buy them. But this, I went into thinking I was going to hate, and then I didn't. The villains are great. You get Bowser and Luigi as party members, and you get Peach as a party member. One of the few games you get Peach and Bowser as a party member, and it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. And the pixels are cool, the music is good, the bosses are fun, the swapping in from 2D to 3D it's okay. It's not great, but you can find some really cool like hidden stuff, and it makes you feel really smart when you do it. It's good. I enjoy it. I actually really like this game. I actually kind of want to play this game again. but I think the Wii's broken. Oh well. Did I mention I love the villain? I love Count Black. Super Mario Galaxy! And Super Mario Galaxy 2. I love these games. I love... There was a summer where we brought the Wii with us and we went to like a condo in Florida and we stayed there for like a week. And I brought these with me and I played alongside a bunch of YouTubers who were playing the game. And I would race against them and I'd beat them. And I would beat them, and I would beat them, and I would have fun. And it was like tense. It was like I was actually like doing like a versus or something against like these YouTubers, and it was a ton of fun, and I had a lot of fun, and I really love these games. I love Rosalina. Holy crap, she's like one of my favorites in the whole Mario like pantheon now, and I wish to see more. And yeah, love the games. They both get A+. I have no problems with either one of them. When they're hard, they're not unfair. Except for like the one or two missions when they're really, really unfair, but that's just Mario physics. And it's Mario! It's freaking Mario! Come on. It's 3D Mario. Look, I'm not complaining. A+. My foot's falling asleep. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I'll be honest, I preferred the GameCube version. I did the same thing that I did with Pikmin with this game, where I traded in the GameCube version to get the Wii version, and I regret it. The GameCube version is vastly superior to the Wii version. It's so much better. And they did a weird thing where they mirrored it, because Link is left-handed, but in the Wii, they always default to the sword being in your right hand. So they could have done the easy thing. Well, I guess it... Well, I don't know if what would be easier. Making Link's avatar be right-handed instead of left-handed, or to mirror the entire game. I don't know which one would be easier. But it sure made the game a lot harder for me. I had the hardest time playing this game because I played Twilight Princess like 3 times through. I love Twilight Princess. And then I traded it out. And then I could not play it for the life of me because everything I knew was backwards. It was so hard to play and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and I haven't played it since. But I love Twilight Princess. And either or, I definitely give this game an A. It's a lot of fun, and I really, really like it. I wish there was more than what... It's one of those games where, like, what's there is so good that you wish that they expanded upon it more. But what you got was still amazing. But it doesn't stop you from thinking. So that's why it gets an A. It definitely fueled a lot of fan fiction. Ooh, controversial one. Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. So this was sort of a precursor to Ni no Kuni and Final Fantasy 13 too, wherein, well, sort of. It's not the first game that frickin' did it, okay? What you did was, instead of having a full party, you'd have the main characters. Most of the time, it's main character, but main characters and monsters. And sometimes you'd get a guest appearance from Tales of Symphonia. main characters from the first game, but they'd be guest appearances in this, and like time has passed, and like new stuff is happening, and Colette has no nose. She had a nose in the first game. She doesn't have a nose in this one. She looks really, really freaking weird. Or maybe it's vice versa. I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, instead of that, you tame monsters, and the monsters are your party member, and you can evolve your monsters, and you can get rare monsters and monsters as party members. And I really have a problem with my nose right now. God damn it. Ugh. But I really enjoyed this game. I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed the mechanics, and I know that a lot of people didn't. And I know that a lot of people really hate this game. And I am not one of them. I like Ratatoskr, and I like the lore, and I like the continuation of the story. And I had a lot of fun with it, and I enjoyed it, and I thought it was fun, and I liked it. Oh, finally! Like an hour and a half in the making there, jeez. Ugh. But, yeah, I like this game. It's definitely not as good as Tales of Symphonia, though. Let's not kid ourselves here. You can't even walk around on the world map. It's like you get like a major, like, icon in places on the world map, and you just go teleport to each different one. You can't travel the world like you could in Tales of Symphonia or in any other Tales game. It is vastly inferior to any other Tales game, but I still really enjoyed it. So I am going to give this a B, and y'all can suck it. I like the game. Mario Party 8. In my opinion, where Mario Party decided to go wrong. I love Mario Party. I love Mario Party 1. I am incredibly good at Mario Party 1. I enjoy Mario Party 2, but not as much as Mario Party 1. I enjoy Mario Party 3, but not as much as Mario Party 1. I love Mario Party 4. It's probably my favorite one. Mario Party 5 is kind of blah. 6 is pretty good. 7 is basically 6. And 8 is where it all decided to go wrong. It's still not bad. Let me say that. It's still not bad. But the hat dude, the announcer dude, this dude, hate him. Hate him. I hate the shops. I hate his stupid mouth. I hate his I hate it. The minigames are fun. The maps are fun. I love the Fortune Street Banker-esque one. I like that one a lot. I hate how the back of the box isn't in English. Sorry, I was looking at the back of the box the whole time, and it's not in English. For whatever reason. But, yeah, no. I still like Mario Party 8, but it was the beginning of the end for Mario Party. And for that reason, I give it a B-. Epic Mickey! Rewriting history. with Oswald the Rabbit. I'll be honest, I was hoping for more from Epic Mickey. I was really hoping to see Disney actually get dark and, like, show off some of its stuff and its history and, like, show some of the worlds falling apart and actually using its frickin' property as Epic Mickey to show the, like, Mickey Mouse world. And it totally doesn't do that at all. It's some generic paint-esque world that's goopy. And don't get me wrong, it looks nice, but it's not recognizable at all. And I was hoping for, like, Kingdom Hearts, but just Mickey. And, like, things being, like the dark. And it's not. And it doesn't. And it isn't. And for that reason, it gets a B-. I think I played it for like 20 hours and then just got angry at the game and stopped playing it forever. So, yeah. I expected more from it. Dragon Quest Swords. I like this game. It's probably one of the few motion controls centered around kind of games that I really, really enjoyed. And that's because it was very, very simple. It didn't follow your sword one-to-one. It tried to sometimes, but it knew that it couldn't do that. So instead, it did sort of similar to how Skyward Sword did it, but it did it better. Wherein you have horizontal slash, vertical slash, X slash, and then shield. And that's it. You did have spells, but they were relegated to a button. So it's like you had like that for a spell, you had blap for a spell, and it was all very, very easy for the Wii to figure out which one you wanted. They were all very distinct controls, and it never asked too much of you, and it didn't get stale. That was sort of my major problem with Skyward Sword, and I think it's in there somewhere. Skyward Sword, yeah, I see it. Here, I'll go ahead and get it out. Sort of my problem with Skyward Sword is that my problem with Skyward Sword is that the raise your sword to the sky and then downward slash, that's how you beat everything. That's how you beat the beginning monsters. That's how you beat the Deku Babas. That's how you beat Girahim. That's how you beat Demon King Demise at the end of the game. That's how you did everything. One move, shing, slash. Sometimes, like with the Deku Babas and with Girahim, it's horizontal slash. And that's it. Skyward Sword had an entire massive roster of moves you could do, but it all boiled down to two moves, vertical slash and horizontal slash, and that was it. That's all you needed to beat the boss of the game. And the penultimate boss of the game is a Deku Baba. That's all Girahim is. They build him up from the beginning of the game to the end of the game to be something amazing, and he's a Deku Baba. He is essentially the same thing, except you have to hit him 3 times instead of once. That's all it is, and I hate it. And Skyward Sword had that massive problem of it built itself up throughout the course of the game, and then it disappointed you. You get built up to see the dragons, and the dragons are lame. You get built up to do time travel, and the time travel is lame. You get built up to mess with giant mechs and machinery in this ancient mine of mysterious technology, and it's freaking lame. You get to fly, and it's so boring. You get upgrades, but they're temporary. You get items, but you rent them, and it's so crap. You go through these dungeons, and there's only 4 dungeons, and then you go back and you do the same dungeons again. You get the trials of courage, wisdom, and power, and you think, oh my god, I get to do these trials that are the representations of the Triforce, except you don't. It's a game of hide and seek all 3 times with no variation. It's lame, it's boring, and it's such a letdown. It drives me freaking crazy. Everything about it, it builds you up, and it's such a letdown, this game. Whereas with this game, same controls, infinitely better execution. This game is way more fun. It's just as simple, the same controls, vertical slash, horizontal slash, X slash, and then a few buttons for spells, and then a shield. You get items, you get upgrades, you get equipment, you get party members. This doesn't have party members because it's a Zelda game. This has party members because it's a Dragon Quest game. You get the post-game stuff like in a Dragon Quest game, and it's fun, and you've got alchemy, and it's just as fun as in any other Dragon Quest game, the alchemy, and it's good, and I like it, and this game is such a disappointment. So Dragon Quest gets an A, and this gets a B-. And that's what I have to say about that. And that's the end of this episode. We still have half the box to go. Probably one more video. Probably. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I hope you don't hate me for my opinions. I just have them. Goodbye. I love you. Oh, that got a little heated there at the end. Oh.